Good morning. Welcome to Cooking for Cancer and Chronic Disease. I'm Danielle Petrino, the project manager for the Wellness and Integrative Oncology program, and this is Angela Zaccanini, our registered dietitian who has a focus with lifestyle nutrition. We are so excited to be with you today. We are officially on our new platform here on YouTube, and hopefully you're noticing some better audio, better visuals, and some different camera angles that will be incorporated into today's class. Just a reminder, our program is about symptom management and quality of life. So we manage symptoms through integrative therapies such as lifestyle nutrition. Our program is directed by Dr. Lainey Francis, who's a medical oncologist and hematologist. This kitchen, our space, is located on the 3rd floor of Hillman Cancer Center. And again, we are so glad to have you today. And can you talk to us what we're going to be cooking today?
Yes, thank you for the introduction. We are going to be making a quick breakfast quesadilla recipe. This comes from a blog called A Couple Cooks. I really enjoy this blog, and we found a lot of their recipes and have made a lot of them and really enjoy them. So this has breakfast in the title. However, this could be used for a lunch or dinner recipe. It's super simple, quick, and very minimal when it comes to ingredients.
Yeah, and that's what we always try to bring you, is a little bit of quick convenience, but Ange brings the knowledge of what that nutrition packs in for you and your family and whatever you're facing.
Great. So our ingredients are as follows. 2 tablespoons of a diced red bell pepper. We have a 1/4 cup of black beans, which I already drained and rinsed. And we're gonna be using 2 eggs. This does make only 1 quesadilla, so keep in mind if you're making it for a family that, you know, you're going to have to double, triple, quadruple the recipe, which we probably will today because we all want to eat, right? Yes. And then we are going to use a 1/3 cup of cheddar cheese. Typically quesadillas are made with like a Monterey Jack, maybe mixed with some cheddar, but whatever you use. Monterey Jack can actually melt to have like a mozzarella consistency, but you know, cheddar is a typical quesadilla cheese, so you can use a combination of 2 or use whatever you have. So you're going to use a 1/3 cup of that, salt and pepper to taste. The recipe does ask for some butter to warm up the pan. We're going to use a little bit of olive oil. You can use any sort of vegetable oil as well. So we're going to turn on our stove top. This is an induction stove top, so it looks a little different than what you would have at home. This is an induction pan. So what's really cool about this is it doesn't like heat up anywhere else. So
where the pan is.
Exactly.
Right.
So you won't have to worry about it being hot anywhere, but you do have to utilize induction cookware whenever you are using induction stovetop, which we had an issue with, I think, at first. We put something on and it was like...
it wasn't working.
Yeah.
Par for the course.
Yep.
But what's really nice about induction, so this boils water in 1 minute. So, which is great. And then you'll notice we're not using our oven today, but our oven actually heats up to 600 degrees and it also rotates at 360 degrees. So we try to have it look like a kitchen, but these are definitely things that are not in your kitchen.
Right,
so,
right.
All right, so Ange, you're gonna whip us up some eggs?
Yep,
all
so
right.
we're gonna be utilizing 2 eggs to just whisk together. Now, Danielle has a cool story for us.
Oh, Lordy. So I've always said to Ange, and you've probably heard this if you've joined us before. Here, I was going to take this for you.
Thank you.
I'm like, Ange, have you watched Julie and Julia? Like, you need to watch this. This is such a fun show, blah, blah, blah. And so literally what we're doing is I started watching Julie and Julia. I started watching Julia. Julia is her name. So it's about a show about Julia Childs, which is like super interesting in how she started her cooking show. So around 4:30 this morning, yes, that's correct, I started to watch this just to basically get pumped up for today and our new platform.
Yes.
So, and her first thing was a French omelet, which involved lots of butter. It was lovely. It looked lovely.
Yeah, and here we are using olive oil.
Yes.
She'll be upset.
Yes. I don't think she's alive anymore, so maybe she is. I don't know. So Ange, talk to us a little bit about eggs. Yep. I know that, just about cholesterol and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit from your background why it's okay to do it, or substitutions if you're watching some high cholesterol.
Right. So the recommendation is no more than 6 eggs a week. If you are concerned about the cholesterol is found in the yolk. So certainly you can do maybe 1 whole egg, 1 egg white, or just do a complete egg white. You can also use those egg white beaters if you feel like that is something a little bit more convenient and that you have on hand. Certainly that's fine as well. But we talked about this before. The highest cholesterol is found in shrimp, and I know that really upset you, Danielle.
I had shrimp last night for dinner and also brought the leftovers for lunch, so that's real fun to know about. A mic that just went. Not a big deal. We'll get it back up.
Okay.
So looking at this egg, you can see how pretty it is. I feel like this induction stove does like a really good job with this. I don't know, like I feel like the eggs always look, or like it's just never sticky. Look how pretty that is.
Yes. And of course this is like almost omelet. Like I can't even ever make an omelet at home, and then
No,
this
like,
was
look
just
at that,
so
perfect.
simple. It's like
Yes.
flip that baby right up.
So do you, I mean, you could also just scramble it too. You don't
Sure.
have to, you know. Note to self, tuck in your mic cord next time for
Is that
the
what
test.
happened?
That's what happened. It got stuck on a drawer. Oh, our trainers would be so disappointed.
Yeah. You know, something has to happen on the first live.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. And I didn't even realize this when we were planning recipes, but tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. So great
Yes,
job.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just lowering the heat because it is cooking rather fast, and I don't really like my scrambled eggs when they get hard or like crispy.
That's that fine balance.
Yep. So we are going to then add in our black beans and our pepper. And what's cool about this recipe too, you can use any ingredient you want.
Yeah.
You can make it with mushrooms, broccoli, you know, if you don't want it to make it like into a Western type of omelet. You can add jalapenos if you're getting really creative, you know, whatever you want to do. Okay.
That looks great.
I would eat this just as is.
Yeah.
Which probably better without the quesadilla.
Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So we like always, you know, obviously tortillas are found pretty much anywhere. This is 150 calories for 2. I mean, I would say the downfall is this: there's not a lot of dietary fiber on this. It's less than 1 gram, and then 3 grams of protein, which is really nice. So it's interesting. We always look at that just to know where your calorie count is. For one of these, it's 345 calories. So that's not really bad for a breakfast, you know?
And it's 15 grams of protein,
Okay.
which I feel is a nice amount of protein for a quesadilla this size.
Yeah.
So these are probably 6-inch tortilla shells, I would say.
Yeah.
So not very big, but also what you could do too is just use one and fold it.
Yeah.
And make it smaller, but that would probably require a little bit bigger of a shell. So I am just going to add a little bit more oil to the pan because our next step is to add that shell.
And talk about taste buds, any sort of mouth sores that patients may be having, and what this can help with.
Yeah. So what's nice about this recipe, it definitely has a soft mouthfeel, and it doesn't have any chewy meat or beef or chicken or anything like that. So the scrambled eggs, the beans, all very soft. So if you are having trouble chewing or swallowing, or if you do have mouth sores, this is definitely a nice recipe to use. It's also, again, that high in protein. It is also a higher calorie recipe. So if you're struggling with weight loss or just not eating enough, this is a good recipe too. And because you're going to be able to cut these into little cubes, you may not get overwhelmed with the small portion, which we really do recommend small but frequent eating when patients are struggling with their appetite.
Also, you can have an avocado.
Yes.
I couldn't say that. Which, if you're looking to gain some weight, that's a great way. I mean, who doesn't love a good avocado? This is really pretty.
Yeah.
Once again, that red pepper with all those colors look awesome.
Cheese.
Yes.
Gotta have cheese.
Gotta have the cheese and the hot sauce, but we're gonna save that for you later. So you can find these ingredients everywhere. Probably a lot of these are in your pantry or you already have in your refrigerator.
Yep.
So again, nothing that you have to go shop specific or go to a specific store for. So keep that in mind. Very cost effective. I mean, not that anything's cost effective right now, but
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, you can use any sort of ingredients you want. You can eliminate the eggs, just do beans. You can add a chicken or a steak if you do want to increase the protein. But the title says it's a breakfast quesadilla. So, you know, eggs are a typical breakfast option.
And anybody that's, you know, new to us today, we always try to do, we plan our recipes about 2 months in advance. So we always look to do breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert / snack. So you can kind of expect that to continue to be. So just so everybody, I don't know, I feel like breakfast is like really a hard one too. And to find stuff that's convenient, fast, affordable.
Right.
Like most people don't have a ton of time in the morning to make this all work. Are you going to put that all on there?
No.
Okay.
But you asked the other day too if this is something you could make ahead of time, and I kind of said no. However, if you did and you only ate half of it, say, you can certainly put this in the fridge, pull it out, but it would require maybe putting it in the oven or back on the skillet so that it gets that crispy.
Yeah.
Because the oven's going to make it very soft and moist and not that nice crunch that you get
You
from
mean a
that
microwave?
What'd I say?
Oven.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I'm here. Just earned my keep right there.
Right, exactly.
But or if you have a toaster oven.
Yes.
I made the
yeah.
I mean, toaster oven's super easy. Throw it in there. I would imagine if your air fryer's handy, people are very into air fryers nowadays. And noticing Ange is just, if you could switch our camera back over to this, Ange is just topping that off with a little bit of cheese just to keep it all together.
Yep. Gonna add the...
We actually have a lovely person with us today. Her name is Caitlin, so she's helping us out with our camera. We're trying to get used to it, and she's here helping us out. So thank you, Caitlin.
Thank you, Caitlin. Okay.
That looks great. I don't think Ange watched a video on how to flip a quesadilla. I mean, I can't.
Which, let me tell you about that. So you could, if you were a little intimidated by flipping it with a spatula, or if you had a really big quesadilla or a flour tortilla shell, it might be hard for you to get under and flip. So you can actually put...
You gonna do it?
I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do it online. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it today.
When the camera goes off, that's when we practice.
It's like live show is over.
Yeah, exactly.
But you could just put the plate over top, take the pan, flip it, have it on that one side of the plate, then add another plate, flip it again. There's quite a few steps, but it worked. And they had multiple views on...
Beautiful, Angela. Nicely done. And it's a little hot. So we never have claimed to be chefs. We're just two Italian girls in a kitchen, and obviously has the degree behind her, registered dietitian, and can bring us all the knowledge, and obviously works with our cancer patient population. But disclosure, we are not professional cooks.
No, and you'll see it go wrong here. So that when you get home and you make this for yourself, it will be so much better.
I feel like that's going to be one of the lines that come up on the bottom of the screen. You're going to see it go wrong. We do it wrong here. Perfected at home.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Just a reminder too. So if you need to leave any questions, comments in the chat, we're happy to do. Go ahead and start to do that. If you have any questions or just any comments, we'll take those at the end before we get this all sliced up, ready to roll. That looks great. That actually looks like a pancake.
It does.
Yeah.
You did add my email address to the chat, correct?
Yes. Email address is in the chat. So we send out a weekly email. So it comes on Monday, Tuesday, just tells you what the recipe is for that week. Also just the link to our YouTube page. Also our YouTube page will be where our live and recorded classes will be located. I was gonna say something else about that. Oh, also on our website, that's where you'll find the class schedule. So if you go to our website, which I do think we have our website listed here. I just can't remember which one it is.
And Caitlin did put my email address at the bottom. So
we're just going to keep pressing until we find it. There you go.
Okay.
Ta-da! That's the website. See? Self-sufficient.
Yes.
Okay, how are we looking?
Good. I just wanted it to cook a little bit more. I like mine a little bit crispy.
Yeah.
Especially
Especially with the eggs, because I feel like
Yeah.
it could get really soggy.
Yeah, and that cheese, I want it to melt. I just want it to be the right consistency.
Ange has patience. I do not. I'd be like, toss it off, let's go, let's eat it, and add a ton of hot sauce to that.
Speaking of patience, this one told me to put the oven at 600 degrees to bake a recipe because the recipe called for, 350 or 400 degrees.
I think it was like 400, and I was
Yeah.
like, crank it up to 600.
She's like, just put it 600 so that it will take less time.
Yeah,
That
no,
did not
don't do
work.
that. Again, do it wrong here. So not that anybody has a 600-degree oven at home, but if
Right.
you do, yes, Angela.
Ooh.
No, it's perfect.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's cut that though.
Yep. Here, I got a...
You have a knife?
I have a pizza.
Oh, you're so cute.
Yeah.
Don't do that at home. It's just one more thing to like wash.
Yeah,
I guess a
that's
knife
true.
would be the same thing too. So,
So I'm just gonna, which is very hot. Which again, you could cut this in fours. You could keep it in halves. You know, whatever you want to do.
yeah.
So this I think is a good portion. And like Danielle mentioned, it's 345 calories and 15 grams of protein. So there you have it. And keep in mind, the other side of that quesadilla is not as burnt as that one.
It looks great. All
Yes.
right.
And next week we will be making salmon patties for you. So again, another very quick, easy lunch or dinner recipe. Again, this one is considered a breakfast recipe, just something different than your typical bacon and eggs. However, awesome for lunch and dinner.
Yeah. Amazing.
Okay.
And you could use it tomorrow if you want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to be signing off here. No questions in the chat today. Perfectly fine. Join us next week, like Ange said, same time, same place.
Yep.
Same YouTube channel. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Also, subscribe if you haven't.
Oh, yes. Subscribe. Oh, see, we got to add this new stuff.
Like our video, subscribe.
All right. Thank you.